Hey guys.
How you guys doing? Good.
And welcome to the Can't Get Right Couple.
She's Tawana.
He's Michael.
And this is who we are. So, hey, today we got a great topic for you guys today for the couple step of the day. And it is, don't be afraid or don't always feel the need to be right. What does that mean? In some relationships, some people just have to be right. Like they're gonna physically, mentally fight until they try to prove their point that they're right, and they don't have to be.
Yep. And even if you are right, does it make it right in that situation at that time?
Yeah. Some people don't wanna. Some people just don't wanna just be like, okay, you know what? It's okay in this situation if you're not right. It's not the end of the world.
And sometimes it's okay to have differences of opinion. And that's why we're all individuals coming from different places and different parts of the world. And that's quite all right. And the needing to be right all the time is actually not a good thing.
Well, I have a question for you then. Is with not needing to be right, is that a part of learning to compromise? Would that go good with that? Because if you learn to compromise, that means, okay, I don't have to have my way all the time, or I don't have to be right. So, you know what? Yeah. Let's just go your way for a chance. Let's try your opinion. Let's listen to what your thoughts are.
Yeah. And even if you feel like the other person is not right and you feel like you're wrong, there are other ways to explain yourself and the reason why you think that you're right and that person should travel your way and hear what you got to say. Yeah. But as far as fighting and arguing about that, you got to throw it out.
It is useless. And I mean, it's a lot of people. I mean, it's crazy how many people just have this burning desire to be right. You know what I'm saying? And it goes a long way. It has a lot to do with your pride. A lot of people have too much pride. So therefore,
and also taking the time to listen.
Yes. Oh,
and I think
that's actually good.
Listening is a real big part of this that people don't grasp, because I think a lot of people like to just hear themselves talk,
yes,
instead of just actually listening. And that's how we have these big arguments. So you could take something as this phone not being white, and it turns out to be something big.
Yep.
So
that's true. I mean, so you really have to be like, just look at the bigger picture, and just ask yourself, how, like, do I have to be right about, it's so many different situations out there.
Yeah, you can't pinpoint, because every situation is going to be different. You just have to kind of look at the pros and cons of that particular situation. Yeah. And one person is going to have their way of doing something, or the way they look at it, and another person is going to have their way. So y'all not going to compromise and come together on every single aspect of the pros and cons. But trust me, if y'all write them out, you're going to see that both of you guys agree on at least 1 to 2 reasons of the pros and 1 to 2 reasons of the cons. I guarantee you that. So if y'all just write it down and just look at the bigger picture, instead of just trying to hear yourself talk, instead of listening, then I think that situation will, come up and y'all be able to find a solution. Even if you can't get down to the nitty gritty bottom of it at that time, y'all will come to a compromise on how y'all can handle it, either that day or in the future.
Well, let me ask you a question then. How do you deal with the situation if you have 2 alpha males per se? Like, she's strong-minded, he's strong-minded. Can they still work it out where at least one of the people, like, they can figure out a way where one person doesn't have to be right all the time? Can they still work through that as a couple?
That's what I'm saying. If you write it down and look at it, put the situation on either like one of those a chalkboard, or what's those wiper boards?
Or just a piece of paper.
Just a piece of paper that you have laying around the house, a pen in 2 different colors, and then y'all just go ahead and put the pros and the cons of that situation.
If it's really that big of an issue.
Yes, that y'all can't compromise on.
Yes. When it
So
gets to
do
that point.
and then y'all gonna, at some point, even if y'all still don't come to a compromise on it, y'all still look at the bigger picture and see each other's sides of it.
I don't have to be right that I think we should be going to see Kentucky football for our anniversary.
Use a lot.
So I can't be right about that all the time. I can't be like, well, I'm the male of the house, I'm the man, so I have to be right about that's what we should be doing.
Let's compromise and saying that he's going to be doing that by himself. How about that?
So there you go. That's it.
So if you don't get anything out of this video, when you have a situation and a person needing to be right, just take the time to listen, write it down, and just form y'all compromising off that. Yeah. So
sorry about that. We are back.
Somebody keep messing up stuff.
I know what happened. I moved something and it just didn't go the way that I thought it would go. Mm-hmm. So, but hey, thank you guys for tuning in, and we really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe,
like,
turn that bell on,
comment,
and definitely comment, and turn your bell on so you don't miss anything else. Also, in the description, if you look at the description of the video, you'll see our podcast link is in there. Don't forget to go check that out as well. Sometimes you just ride in the car, or you want to just throw in your headphones or whatever, and you don't really want to use YouTube, because once you turn off YouTube, then the video turns off. But hey, you can listen to podcasts, and you ain't got to worry about it going off. It's just going to play for you. So definitely check out our podcast.
And with that, we are the
Can't Get Right Couple.
Peace.